I'm a champion. Where you at?
The only champion in the DMV at 130.
Only champion.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. isn't shy about sharing his opinions, and this time he has strong advice for Lamont Roach Jr. With Roach set to face Tank Davis on March 1st next year, Mayweather warns Roach to reconsider stepping into the ring with Davis. The fight is set for the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, a grand stage with high stakes. Tank Davis, known for his unmatched speed, power, and ring IQ, is one of the most feared fighters in the sport, leaving a trail of defeated opponents behind him.
I'm gonna beat his ass if y'all talking. I'm ready. So y'all better be quiet. I don't give a fuck about all that.
Mayweather, with unmatched experience as both a fighter and promoter, has played a key role in Tank Davis's rise to the top. Having trained and strategized for the biggest fights, his insights hold significant weight. Recently, Mayweather commented on the upcoming matchup, saying, "Tank is a different beast at lightweight. Lamont is a good fighter, no doubt, with solid skills. But this is a whole different level. You're not just facing any lightweight, you're feeding Tank's ego. To him, this is an easy win."
What they mean?
I'm limit. I don't like Floyd, motherfucker.
No, you don't.
EJ do the trash talk.
It's uncommon for Mayweather to speak so bluntly about a fighter's chances, especially someone outside his camp, but his concerns are grounded in reality. Lamont Roach Jr., the current WBA super featherweight champion, is stepping up from 130 pounds to 135 pounds for this fight. While Roach has proven himself as a skilled and technical boxer, moving up in weight to face a powerhouse like Davis is a major challenge. At lightweight, punches land harder, and the pace is unforgiving. For Roach, this fight is about making a statement. He's expressed confidence in taking on Davis, even highlighting what he believes are flaws in Tank's style.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog.
He's explosive, yeah, Roach said in an interview. But he's reckless too. There are gaps in his game. I've studied him, and I know what to do. Confidence, however, is one thing. Execution is another. Davis isn't just a powerhouse, he's also a highly intelligent fighter. His ability to set traps, adapt mid-fight, and capitalize on openings is unmatched in the lightweight division. Recent fights highlight this. Against Hector Luis Garcia, Davis systematically broke him down before forcing a stoppage. Against Ryan Garcia, he delivered one of the year's most talked-about knockouts with a perfectly timed body shot that left Garcia unable to continue.
It looked like he was even in position, Davis, to get a lot of leverage on that left hand. But he got more than enough and landed it at the perfect spot, correct?
The real danger for Roach isn't just Davis's power, it's his ability to dominate the fight from start to finish. Mayweather highlighted this when discussing Roach's chances. "Tank's not just a puncher," Mayweather said. "He's smart, he's fast, and when he lands it's over. You can't train for the kind of power he has. It's different." Lamont needs to think long and hard about this, because once you're in there with Tank, there's no going back. Despite Mayweather's warnings, Roach is moving forward with the fight. The build-up has been electric, with tensions running high during every encounter between the two fighters.
The nigga, when they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumped. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do shit with.
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be.
Lamont Roach Jr. believes he has the key to defeating Tank Davis, focusing on what he sees as Davis's one critical flaw, his tendency to give up early rounds to study his opponent. Roach is convinced that this habit of slow analysis and biding time will be Davis's downfall when they clash on March 1st at the Barclays Center. Speaking with confidence, Roach made his strategy clear. "I'm not going to be predictable," he said. "If he wants to spend the first few rounds figuring me out, that's when I'll take my chance to knock him out." That's the mistake he's going to make.
What?
I say ninth round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him.
Roach's perspective isn't without merit. Tank's methodical approach often makes him appear passive in the early rounds, giving opponents a false sense of control. Davis, however, uses this time to carefully analyze his opponent, systematically dismantling them as the fight progresses. It's a pattern fans have come to recognize, and one fighters like Roach believe they can exploit. What Roach may be overlooking is that this so-called mistake is actually the foundation of Tank's knockout success, all 28 of them. It's not hesitation, it's a calculated strategy. Davis has mastered the art of patience, setting traps to lure opponents into overconfidence before delivering a devastating finish. Take Frank Martin, for example. He entered the ring against Tank Davis with a similar mindset to Roach's, armed with a solid game plan, exceptional footwork, and a strategy built on unpredictability. Martin used the ring effectively, disrupting Tank's rhythm with offbeat combinations. For a while, it seemed like Martin might have found a way to neutralize Davis's power. But then it happened. Tank adjusted, as he always does. He found his openings and unleashed his devastating power. Martin's movement and unpredictability couldn't save him. He ultimately ended up on the canvas, another victim of the precise strategy he thought he could outsmart. Roach is determined to write a different story, and maybe he will. But history has shown that underestimating Tank's calculated approach is often the biggest mistake of all.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock.
Tank Davis is, without a doubt, one of the finest products of Mayweather's tutelage. A knockout artist, a showman, and a master at selling a fight, much like Floyd himself. On the surface, Tank has praised Lamont Roach, calling him tough and acknowledging his sneaky power. But those familiar with the fight game can read between the lines. Tank isn't hyping Roach because he truly sees him as a threat. He's crafting the illusion of a challenge. After all, no fighter wants to admit they're stepping into a fight they expect to dominate.
Stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just
everyone knows how Tank Davis operates. He's not just a winner. He's a finisher who leaves opponents dismantled. Yet, instead of outright dismissing Lamont Roach, Davis has carefully added just enough respect to make it seem like this fight could be competitive. I haven't been watching his fights too much, but I've been in the gym with him. I know how he moves, Tank said. He's definitely tough, and he's had sneaky power since we were kids. But let's be honest, Tank doesn't need to study Roach extensively to know what he's up against. They've met before, albeit in the amateurs, where Davis beat Roach twice. Those early matchups gave him all the insight he needs. Roach is skilled, no doubt, but he's not on Tank's level. Still, Davis isn't going to label this fight a mismatch outright. That's not how you sell a show.
He can sell tickets. He's got, athletes coming out. He's got celebrities coming to his fights. And not only that, he finishes the show with knockouts. He's never in boring fights. What would we always say about Floyd? Yes, he's a big star and everyone would come out to watch him fight. Yep. But a lot of times after you bought his pay-per-views, you were like, oh man, like, I did it again. I bought another pay-per-view and Floyd, yes, but